What is going on, everyone? I've been off the video kick for a couple days. Just a lot of stuff to do. Holidays, work, shopping, sleeping, that kind of thing. So I have been doing a whole hell of a lot lately, other than getting by. But I've got something I'm pretty excited about today. I've got a lot of graded cards that I purchased on eBay. Most of these cards I spent between $2 and $5 for. I think there's only one in here that I actually spent more than $5 for. I won't ruin the surprise, but yeah, generally, I don't know. If you've watched any of the videos, you know I like graded cards. That being said, I'm not buying real high-end stuff at all. I'm kind of buying the stuff from the 80's and that kind of thing, and I'm buying it as inexpensive as what I can, just because I think they're cool. Obviously, there's no real resale value, but that's not what this one is about. Got a nice little box here, and a big old stack of graded cards that I got. Now, like I said, I didn't get these graded. I bought these off a guy on eBay, already graded. He did all the work. I don't understand. I really don't. I guess people just have more money than I can imagine. I don't know how you can spend, what, $8 to $12 to get a card graded, and then turn around and sell it for $2. I mean, I guess they're submitting stuff hoping to get a PSA 10, and when they don't get it, the card doesn't have the value that they had hoped to. You know, I guess they're gambling, I guess. But some of these, there's no chance. You know, well, I'm gonna quit talking and start getting into it. Card number one. It's a beauty. This card I can understand. You know, maybe you get it graded. You're hoping you got a 10 here, and then it's worth a bunch of money. Comes back an 8. You sell it to a guy like me for $5. I've got a raw version of this card from back in the day when old Bo first came up. I would say, I don't know. Mine's not even in this condition. I've got a PSA 8. Slabs brand new on the thing. Yeah, I've got an 86 Topps Traded Raw in my collection from, I probably bought it in 1989, something like that. But this thing's in better condition and good price. Awesome card. There you go. Next up, we have 86 traded Jose Canseco. It's a rookie card. You know, obviously Jose Canseco's an idiot. No one's going to argue that. But if you think about it, and I guess someone would have done it regardless, but Jose is the one who exposed the entire steroids era of baseball. I mean, yeah, he is what he is. He sang like a bird. But he sang, man. I mean, he changed history. It's not something that people respect him for. It's not. I don't think he should be respected for it, but he's significant. And he always will be. Anyone who knows anything about baseball, Canseco is a significant player in the history of baseball because he wrote the book, man. He wrote the book that exposed an entire era. These guys are not getting in the Hall of Fame at this point. I think they will. I don't know. Awesome card. That's 286 Topps Traded. The Bo and the Jose. I'm going to have to get the Will Clark, too. I mean, obviously, I have raw I have a raw Will Clark. I have a raw McGuire. But over time, I'd like to upgrade that and get the graded ones. Well, once I got a graded one, if I have a raw one that's not in mint condition, what's, you know, at that point, sell it if you can. And once you got a graded one, you just keep watching. If you can get a better grade at a price you like, go for it. If not, stick with what you got. All right, next up. I love this card. I actually spent more on this card than most of them. I think I got this for like $7, and I had to go back and forth with them on it. Got the 84 Topps Burt Blyleven. I like it because it's our Burt Blyleven in the Indians uniform. These are the years I remember. These are the years I first started going to games, watching the games with my dad. Early 80s Indians. Blyleven, Barker, Sutcliffe. Those were my guys. Tom Verizor, Toby Harrah, Dwayne Kuiper. But anyhow, sweet ass card. He's a Hall of Famer. 1984 Topps Burt Blyleven in a PSA 8. These slabs are like brand new too. This guy must send off a ton of stuff. I've bought from him before. He's great because he works with me on the combined shipping. I mean, I get these cards for next to, I mean, this is, I think, $30 worth of cards that you're about to see. Maybe 40. It's not a lot. Not a lot at all. Then again, they don't have much, they don't have a hell of a lot of resale value either. I guess the Bow and the Canseco do. Blyleven's a Hall of Famer. He always will have some kind of value, but... Okay. Next up. Someone tells me this is totally random. Yeah, very random. 1968 Topps Orlando Cepeda All-Star. PSA 5, excellent condition. Terrible cut. I bought this because he sold it to me for $3, I think, something like that. It was not expensive at all. And it's Orlando Cepeda. I mean, that's sweet. This card actually looks like it's in... Yeah, I guess it's not. Corners are pretty soft. The miscut's pretty bad. But it's a 1968 Topps baseball card. And it's Orlando Cepeda. So, I thought it was cool. Price was right. There's a lot of those in here. I kind of opened with some of the good ones. I should have looked at them first. All right, next up. Oh, I don't have to speak too much more about Jose. I love this 87 Topps set, the wood grain, because again, when I was this was your McGuire, Canseco, Will Clark, Kevin Mitchell at the time. I mean, it was, I don't know, kind of the, I don't want to say the holy grail, but it was a big deal back then. At least to me it was. And I've got all these cards raw, like I said, but it is cool to get a good price and get a updated, graded version that I'm pretty much never going to have to replace. I don't think there's ever going to be any reason for me to get any 87 Topps base Jose Canseco All-Star Rookie Cup card other than this one. I'd have to be real rich to even worry about buying a 9. I mean, why would you? And I'm not a huge Jose Canseco fan, but like I said when I was talking about his last card, he's significant, man. And he always will be. Next up. Jeez. 84 Topps, Wade Boggs. Obviously not worth a bunch of money. It's his second year. I've got his rookie card. I think I've got that in 8. And like I said, this is another one of those. Hey, if these guys are going to sell the cards for $4 or $5, you know, I may be buying. I think it's an awesome card. Wade Boggs is a great player. You believe how crazy it was at the time? Oh, this guy eats chicken before every game. Now that's all anyone eats. Freaking chicken. The chicken breast. I'll tell you, the most underrated piece of meat on a chicken's the thigh. It may not fit into your little workout program, but the chicken thigh is where it's at, people. But anyhow, there's nothing wrong with Wade Boggs eating chicken. It was a big deal. It was newsworthy. He ate chicken before every game. Everybody eats chicken before every game now. I eat chicken before I go to work, just so I'm feeling light and lean and, you know. All right. Next up. The thing I love about the PSA cards, the stackability. So awesome. I mean, look at that. They are, folks. They ain't falling. Awesome. Okay, next card. This is a beauty. This is a beauty, and I got this for $5. 1989 score traded Omar Vizquel rookie card. I do anticipate this going up in value, simply because I do anticipate Omar Vizquel getting into the Hall of Fame. And if you ever watch Omar Vizquel play for more than a handful of games, you would agree. Because defensively, I have never seen anybody like him. You talk about Ozzie Smith, it doesn't, no. Omar is the best defensive shortstop I've ever seen play in my entire life. Awesome. And, you know, when it was all said and done, he probably ended up being a 275 hitter. He had to be pushing 3,000 career hit. I know he didn't get there, but I mean, he played for a long time, man. Yeah, this is sweet. I was looking at a bunch of these that were like PSA 5s, just because they were cheap. And this one came across. This is a deal where I had purchased a handful of these cards from the guy already, so he knew I was taking care of him, and I submitted an offer, and he took it. So 89 score, traded, Omar Vizquel, rookie card. Love that Omar. And he will be a Hall of Famer if people have any sense. If anyone ever actually watch a damn game, he'll be a Hall of Famer. Next up, another 89 score traded card. I also have the Joey Bell. I actually have two of the Joey Bells. I had three, but I gave one away to a buddy of mine that's a big fan. 89 score traded, Randy Johnson rookie card. I didn't realize it. Well, I guess I did. It's a PSA 9, by the way. I kind of collect Randy Johnson. I'm a Randy Johnson fan. One of my favorite things about Randy Johnson is when he blew that bird up. Oh my God. What do we got here? Traded with Gene Harris and Brian Holman to the Mariners for Mark Langston and Mike Campbell. Well, Langston was a big boy at the time. But they had to have known Randy Johnson was an animal. Again, PSA 9, 89 score traded, Randy Johnson. Junk era card. But I feel like best way to handle the junk era, which is my favorite era of baseball, other than maybe the current era. But the era of my youth is to just get graded cards and leave it at that. All right, Randolph. Next up. This is really random. But, obviously, this guy broke an 86 Topps set. But we got the 86 Topps traded Tom Seaver. Graded at a PSA 8, near mint to mint condition. It's not that I'm a huge Tom Seaver fan or anything like that, but he's a Hall of Famer, and the card was very inexpensive. And I love all of these 86 Topps. Especially, the traded set is another one that was just iconic to me, with the McGuire and Bo and Will Clark. So anyhow, I bought Seaver because he's a Hall of Famer. It's an awesome card. Like to have earlier ones, obviously, but when you're buying the thing for $4 a pop, $3 a pop, you take what you can get. Next up, bam. Guess I just show it to you, huh? 84 tops, Ryne Sandberg, PSA graded, and an 8. I got my Sandberg rookie recently. I'm sure I had that on a video. My 83 top Sandberg rookie, and it's kind of like the Wade Boggs, man. I got the rookie card, now I got the second-year card. Of course, my second-year cards are graded in much better condition than my rookie card. Well, I shouldn't say that. I think my Boggs might be an 8. I need to look that up. When I organize these, go shoot another video. I don't know. But anyhow, 84 tops, Ryne Sandberg. Second-year card. PSA graded at an 8. Good looking card. I love the year. Love the player. And there you have it. Next up, let's get another Topps Traded. It is another Tom Seaver, actually. 84 Topps Traded, Tom Seaver. PSA 8. Yeah, this guy sent some traded sets in to get graded. Obviously, what is this? It's got to be his 25th year. Not really, but I bet you it's 67 to 87 would have been 20. So this is like his 16th year, 15th, 16th year. But again, he is a Hall of Fame player. This isn't a card that you see all the time. I mean, it's coming out of a traded set. I know they overproduced it, but I mean, I haven't seen this a bunch. And it was cheap. So welcome aboard, Tom Seaver. Next up, 1986 Topps, Pete Rose. PSA graded an 8, near mint to mint condition. He's a player manager for the Reds. This is actually about the time that he was supposedly gambling on the Reds. I don't know. It's, you know, even with It's Time to Lift, you know, let him in before he dies, guys. He may have done some, I think it probably gets, people don't think enough about what he really did. If they are banning their all-time career hits leader from baseball for life, I'd say he bet on the Reds. He bet on the team he was managing and was able to influence the outcome. I mean, that's serious repercussions for the all-time career hit leader. And I think that the behavior had to have been more than what people even want to talk about at this point. And that's fine. I don't want to talk about it either. I'd rather forget it. Sweep it under the rug. Let Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame and let him die as a Hall of Famer. Because he deserves it based on what he did on the field as a player. But I'm sure if all the information ever comes out, maybe it's out there now and I'm just an idiot and don't know it, but I promise you he did more than just gamble on baseball and bet on the Red. He did. Can't do that, man. Can't do it. Although as gambling becomes more acceptable, which it certainly has, and you can thank fantasy sports for that, by the way, whether anyone wants to admit it or not. Fantasy sports paved the way for legalized gambling as we know it today. And it's just going to keep getting better. I don't gamble much. I'm big on fantasy sports. I don't gamble on individual games. It's just don't want to get into that. But fantasy sports made it happen. All right, next card. I've already got one of these. But again, it's a 68 Topps. It says excellent condition. 5, but it looks pretty damn good to me. Luis Aparicio. Again, I bought it for $3 freaking dollars. It might have been $2. Look it up in the eBay sold listings. It'll tell you. I think I bought the last 2 that were sold, and I didn't pay $5. I doubt I paid $5 for both of them. I know it's not worth anything, but it is cool. Now, why I have two, that means I got this one for like $2. Excuse me. That's great. You know I'm not editing this. Not going to happen. So yeah, 68 tops, Luis Aparicio. I now own 2 of these. They're both graded at, I think, a 5. But it's an awesome card. And for $2, I mean, come on, man. That's a... I won't buy a soda out of the machine next time. You know, I mean, it's $2. Can't turn it down. If you want one, let me know. I have one for sale for sure. Next up, the only card in this lot that I actually spent what I would consider real money on. And when I say real money, I spent $10. I mean, I had to barter with him a little bit. Yeah, $10 on this baby. Hold on one second. I gotta plug in my camera here. Apparently I didn't have it on the charger. I thought I did. Oh my God, great video. Great video. Anyhow, we got the 85 tops traded Vince Coleman rookie card. Here's the thing with Vince Coleman. Obviously the game is much different now, but look at the stolen bases, man. The guy stole... In 83 in the minors, he stole 145 bases. 84, his rookie year, 101 steals. And Greg Coleman's his cousin? I didn't know that. I'll be damned. But yeah, Vince Coleman's another one of those 80s era players that I love. I love it. It was a different game. When Coleman and Ricky Henderson, you knew they were both going to steal 100 freaking bags, man. You can't get a guy to steal 30 anymore. Different game. But awesome card. All right. That's the only one I actually spent more than $5 for. This whole lot, for sure. Another. I've got several of these, and I keep buying them from the same damn guy. I don't know why. Well, he's trying. You know why? He's trying to get his. Gem Mint 10 Jim Abbott, and he keeps submitting them, and they keep coming back to him at a 7 and 8. And nobody wants them, so he keeps selling to me for $1. So I've got, I think, 3 of these now. I've got a couple of them listed on eBay for $2 right now, if you're interested. Used to be new, USED, the number 2, the letter B, new sports cards. You can buy one of these little babies for $2. 89 tops, Jim Abbott rookie card. Michigan boy, but what do you do for $1? Next up, totally random. 2018 Panini Contenders, Cam Newton. Obviously, this is not a rookie card, not even close. It's graded at a PSA 9. Okay, this is another one of the two $3 cards. I bought it very cheap, and I am, to some degree, a Cam Newton fan. I drafted him as a rookie in one of my dynasty fantasy football leagues. I've had him ever since. He's going to die on my team. Urlacher died on my team. I've got guys that I drafted, and I keep them. And I trade everybody. Don't get me wrong. I trade like you wouldn't believe. But every now and again, a guy like Cam slides through. And generally, there's been no opportunity to sell high on him either. It's not like I could trade him. He went from very good to not playing at all. So we'll see what happens. I don't think the job in Carolina is his, man. I don't know. It'll be interesting. But I bought that very inexpensive. And Cam Newton is one of my boys. Next up, another totally random card. But I bought this for $2. For sure, $2. Look it up on eBay. 2018 Panini Contenders, Peyton Manning, Legendary Contenders. Then an insert card that somebody got graded at a PSA 8, near mint to mint condition. But I bought it because Peyton Manning is a Hall of Famer. He's one of the greatest quarterbacks of my lifetime. And again, for $2, couldn't pass it up. See, I think all of these cards are just awesome. I mean, there's nothing, no ifs, ands, or buts. They don't have any value, I guess, on the, they have a little bit of value because they're graded, but they don't have any real value on the any market, but they're just, I think they're so cool. All right. Yeah, I can't believe it never occurred to me until now what this guy did. He's trying to get these traded tops. He's trying to get a Gem Mint 86 tops traded, and that's why I'm getting all these, I'm buying his scraps. But I'm not complaining because I love them. 86 tops traded, Wally Joyner rookie year. Rookie card. Another big player in the 80s. I've got pretty much all of the good cards out of the 86 tops traded set, except for the Will Clark. Actually, I wouldn't mind getting my hands on a Kevin Mitchell, to be honest with you. I'm not paying more than about $3 for it, but I wouldn't mind having one. So yeah, there you go. 86 tops traded, Wally Joyner rookie card. And we're down to our last card. Looks like the video's pushing a half hour, but I don't give a rat's ass. Yeah, that's exactly what this guy's doing, because there's another 89 score traded. This is a Nolan Ryan. He actually wanted to barter, I mean, dicker around with me on this. I don't really know why. I guess because it's Nolan Ryan. And I'm good with that. I mean, I'll buy Nolan Ryan. If I can get a good deal on Nolan Ryan, I'll buy Nolan Ryan. I can't help that. It's Nolan freaking Ryan, man. One card that I've purchased since I started getting back into the hobby that I don't feel great about. I'm not sure exactly. I'll have to look it up and see what it is exactly. But I have a graded Robin Ventura rookie card. I think it's his USA Baseball card. And I don't really care for Robin Ventura that much. And when Nolan Ryan whooped his ass, here's a 23-year-old kid, one of the top prospects in the game, charge of the mound. And Nolan Ryan beat him. Beat him like the child that he is, or was. I'm sure he's about 60 now. But yeah, awesome card. Any Nolan Ryan's awesome. I think $5, $6, something like that. It's got to be some kind of rarity, right? It's a traded set at least. Unless these were actually, I don't know. Maybe these weren't actually a traded set. Maybe these were released as packs and shit. Anyhow, that's what I got for you today. How many cards was this, for God's sake? 1, 2, 3, 6. Nolan 7. 14, 15. 18, 19 graded cards. Pete Rose, Seaver, Canseco and Bo. I'm not going to go through them all. Probably bored you enough. But that'll wrap up the video for today. We've got the local card show today. I'm hoping to go. I don't have any damn money because it's Christmas and I don't have any money to begin with. But you know, you can go in there with a couple bucks and come out with some cool stuff at a card show. So I'm going. At least check things out. Maybe buy some supplies. And that's it. We're at a half hour and I'm rambling. Peace.